So Luke, the 9th chapter, starting with verse 57, you see these words, something very similar. As they went on their way, a man said to Jesus, I will follow you wherever you go. Jesus said to him, foxes have holes and birds have nests, but the Son of Man have no place to lie down and rest. He said to another man, follow me. But that man said, sir, first let me go back and bury my father. Jesus answered, let the dead bury their own dead. You go and proclaim the kingdom of God. Someone else said, I will follow you, sir. But first let me go and say goodbye to my family. Jesus said to him, anyone who starts to plow and then keeps looking back is of no use for the kingdom of God. And this morning I want to preach from the subject, called to commit. Called to commit.
Called to commit.
Called to commit. Our society has a fear of commitment.
Oh, yeah, okay.
We are afraid to commit. It scares us that something might be required of us that we can't get out of when we commit. Many of us, we would rather bail out than to break through. Many of us would rather leave them than to love them. We'd rather throw in the towel than to stay in the game. It is so easy for us to waver and waffle. Many of us rather take the path of least resistance and effort. All because of this 6-letter word that symbolizes accountability, integrity, and discipline. That 6-letter word, commit. Somebody say, commit.
Commit.
You know, it used to be the first Tuesday in February, maybe the first Wednesday in February, when some 17 and 18-year-old boys had to announce their commitment to the college or university of their choice. After possibly 1, 2, and some 3 years of insecurity and unknowing whether they would commit to one university over another. They're wined and dined. Their parents are bought nice gifts from alumni boosters, all for the sake of getting a teenager to commit possibly up to 4 years of their life of slavery to a university to play some football or basketball or some other sport. In the book of Psalm, in the 90th chapter, the 12th verse, in the Good News Translation, you will see these words, teach us how short our life is, so that we may become wise. The King James Version and New King James Version, you might see the words something similar that tell us to teach us how to count our days. We are afraid to commit. We're afraid to commit our money, our time, and our thoughts to things in life because of the fact that we might not be able to see ourselves out. But let me give you an example of being committed. Do you know that 3,010 days ago, most of you all committed to Champions for Christ? 3,010 days. Many of us committed to this church, Champions for Christ.
Amen.
When you look at the days that went by, many of them you probably didn't pay attention, especially Monday through Saturdays. But you have been a part of this organization for 3,010 days. Think about what all happened throughout those days. Think about the past 30 days you've been a part of this organization. Think about what you committed to the past 30 days of this organization that 3,010 days ago you committed to as a person. When we all started on that fall day. Well, it wasn't even fall yet, since fall done started to the end of September, near the end of September, but on that late summer day, when we all met for the very first time as a collective body. Think about the things that you said then, that you were committed to do, and the things that have transpired since then. Think about the past 300 days. What has transpired about our commitment to this organization that we said we commit to? Have we given our all? Have we done our best? Is our commitment still as strong as it was when we committed 3,010 days ago? 5,149 days ago, Tisa and I committed our love to one another. 5,149 days ago. 5 days ago. Think back on what that commitment meant. 5 months ago. What was that commitment like? Think about 5,149 days of being together in a committed marriage relationship. And some of the things that could have possibly transpired throughout those 5,149 days. 14,787 days ago, I committed my life to follow Jesus. 14,787. I don't even know if I can count to 14,787 right now. Let alone remember everything that's supposed to have transpired over those days in a committed relationship to Jesus. During those days, when the commitment didn't seem as strong, was it Jesus' fault or was it mine? In those 5,149 days when we didn't seem as committed to one another, was it her fault or was it mine? In those 3,010 days ago when we committed that we would go become champions for Christ Church, was it our fault? Whose fault was it that the commitment wasn't what we thought it was? And I'm here today to encourage us, to motivate us, and inspire us what it means to be committed to that which we commit to. Many of us, not only just here, but all over, struggle in committing. It's hard. It binds us. So why do some struggle with the commitment? Because the alternate seems right. The alternate seems right. And just as I stated, we want to be able to be wise. We want to be able to recognize our days and count our days so we might be wise in realizing how short they really are. Many people, when they go out looking for an apartment, they don't want to sign a contract. They want a month-to-month lease so they can leave anytime they want to. Soon, in another month from now, January 1st, there will be a lot of people signing commitments to LA Fitness and Gold's Gym and all these exercise facilities. Committing. But they don't want the long-term commitment. They want a month-to-month just in case when the summertime comes and they don't want to work out no more. They won't be wasting their money. We don't even want a cell phone contract. We get burner phones and we get these little T-Mobiles and Metros and all these other phones that don't require a commitment. We don't even want to commit to our job. The jobs don't even want to commit to you. They give you a 90-day trial period, a probation period, where you're checking us out and we're checking you out. Couples, we go from partner to partner, rejecting intimacy and refusing to marry. The man can't tell me if I love you. I don't need the man. I don't need a piece of paper to prove that I love you. Because that piece of paper shows commitment. by the county seal that's placed upon it at the county courthouse.
Yeah, yeah.
For the public to go and see if you are as committed as your word said by that signed document that's lying in the county courthouse. But that's not enough. Some of us, even though we decide we would sign that document, we want to sign one before that one just in case something happened, called a prenuptial agreement.
Yeah.
Just in case something happened.
Wow.
Many of us will sign contracts with the intent of trying to find a loophole in it in case something happened. We can get out of it.
Yeah.
I remember learning that trick as a little kid. I don't even think I was 5 years old. When we would make a commitment about something, and I would do like this and put it behind my back. So when they called me on, I'm like, oh, I was just teasing. I had my fingers crossed. That was my way of breaking the commitment. What is it about this thing of committing that we are so afraid of? And you know, I learned this new word as I opened the statement talking about young teenagers. There's this thing that's called flipping a commitment. That's when you have pledged to go to Alabama all through high school. You've been wearing Alabama A hats on your head. You've been wearing maroon and white every day. You've been telling everybody you meet, roll tide. And on February the 1st, you sign and come to Georgia. You got flipped. Your commitment flipped you. Or maybe you were dating someone and you strung him along all this time only for the one who you really love to get out of the military and come and you marry him instead. You got flipped in your commitment. See, it's something about this committing that gets us. And you know, it's just not about serious and deep relationship. We're afraid to commit in things that's not that serious. Give you an example. Ask someone you care about, what we eating today? I don't know. What you want? What you want to do today? I don't know, whatever you want to do. Where you want to go on a vacation? I ain't really thought about nowhere. What you thinking about? Why is it that we so afraid to commit? We are so afraid to commit. And not just the simple thing. It could be anything. You know, there have been people who have been flipped on organizations, fraternal organizations, sorority organizations. You know, you grew up, everybody in your family is a Sigma, and all of a sudden you want to play Omega. Everybody in your family, AKA, and now you're a Zeta. You know, we just flip on commitments. I'm talking, you grew up in this church and now all of a sudden you don't change and went to another church. You know, we just flip our commitment, and it's not bad that we flip them, but what is it that's causing us? What's our driving force that makes us from keeping what we said we're gonna do? There are some people, some who are very close to me, call me anal. Call me anal. And y'all know what that word anal means. But I'm called anal because I really try to stay whole and I really try to stick to what I say I'm gonna do. Why you can't change your mind sometimes? We could do something different, or you could do something different. You know, it's so amazing how people will try to encourage you that it's okay to change your mind and flip off a decision you made. It's hard to stay committed. And then when someone's trying to encourage you, it's even harder to stay committed. You know, I remember looking at Sanford & Son years and years ago. And we always talk about, and I was so wrong, because I used to always call her greatest aunt. But found out through research that she was really greatest cousin. And she can move in with him for a while. She's always wake up, come down and say, tomorrow morning, I'm going to fix y'all a big breakfast. Go scramble some eggs and make some grits and some bacon and toast. And until she go through this whole list of what she's committed to make for breakfast to make them happy because she's living with them for free. And every morning they get excited and ready to go and eat that food, and she don't have it ready. I think about the commitment of a cartoon I used to like to watch, Charlie Brown. how committed he was in Lucy that she would not remove that football when he get ready to run and kick it this time. What is it that makes us trust and stay committed to something even when it fails us? Some of us, when we commit, our word is oak. Our word is bond. And no matter what happens, we feel bad the fact that we committed to something and we can't get out of it because that's how seriously we take our commitment.
Yeah. Yeah.
I want to motivate us, inspire us, and encourage us to be better on purpose in our call to commit.
Yeah.
Yes.
By committing to our friends. If that's your friend, be a friend. Commit to our families. You only get one family. If that's your family, love your family.
Yeah.
Commit to your children. Love your children. Commit to your parents. Commit to your spouse. Commit to your church. Commit to your organization. Commit to your jobs. Commit to your community. Wherever you're spending your time, effort, money, and resources, that should be a place you should be committed to. But maybe we don't know what commit means. So I thank God for this search engine called Google.
Yeah.
Which means to pledge yourself to a position no matter the price tag. Pledge yourself to a stance no matter what the cost. But if you make the effort to invest in godly commitments, those returns will be awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's amazing that when you think about committing, they use the word pledge. But pledging, that's something that you hear a lot, especially if you go into high schools and you join a certain organization. I don't know why we always want to call every organization a gang. But if you join an organization, you have to go through a pledging process.
Yeah.
And that would be, some people call it Hell Week, Hell Night, but that would be a time where the initiation have to take place where you really have to prove that you're committing to that organization or whatever you're committing to. I know we say things that's contrary to us committing, like, I don't want to just get tied into something that I can't get out of.
Yeah.
Where do we get that from? I don't want to get hemmed in. I might not be able to get out if I get hemmed in.
Yeah.
I remember for years, I would bag in every parking space if possible. I would bag in. Because really the reason I was bagging in because my driving wasn't really that good. And I said, and a lot of people probably didn't realize, but I would back in because it's easy to come out of a parking space forward than the back out. You have to be able to look back and get your mirrors, and now they making these cars with these little bitty back windows and stuff, I said, I'm so glad they got cameras on all these cars. I don't have to back in anymore. But I used to back in because I was so afraid to get hemmed in and I might not be able to get out. I didn't even like parallel parking. Because you parallel park and somebody gets so close on you and they lock you in and you can't get out. You have to go back inside. Who's driving a black? When you go and visit family and friends, I'm talking, I can look out in the parking lot right now and everybody's parked strategically so you can get out when you're ready to leave. What is it that we don't like being hemmed in? We don't like being tied down. We don't like being able to know. When I go places, I'm paying so much attention. It's hard for me to go to sleep when I'm going somewhere, especially if I don't know where I'm going. Because I want to know how to get out. I want to be able to find my way back to whatever comfort I left to get to wherever I'm going to. So I want to give you a couple of points. And the first point is the casual committer. The casual committer. And Luke 9:57 and 58 talks about this one. And this is where Jesus addressed people who are just merely involved versus real commitment. I remember when I was joining the band and in the organization, one of the things they say is, we got enough t-shirt wearers. We don't need any more t-shirt wearers. If you join our organization, you got to be all in. And there are some organizations that I didn't get privileged to join, and I'm grateful and thankful, that say blood in and blood out. I'm grateful that I didn't have to join in those organizations, and I don't belong to any of those organizations. And I ain't even going to have to wink either. I don't belong to any of those organizations. But there are organizations, if you commit to something, you need to be blood in or blood out. you have to be all in if you will commit to being a part of something. And that's what Jesus was talking about in this 57th verse. He said, as they went on their way, a man said to Jesus, I will follow you wherever you go. Lies. Lies. He lied. He lied. But you know what was so interesting about this text to me? Jesus didn't even ask him to follow him. He said, as they went on their way, a man said to Jesus. Jesus didn't say to him, I will follow you wherever you go.
No.
Jesus didn't even ask him to follow. Jesus, I ain't gonna say Jesus didn't want him.
Yeah, yeah.
But Jesus probably knew he wasn't gonna commit, so why don't you ask somebody to commit who you know can't commit or won't commit? So the first verse in this 57th verse says, a man came to Jesus. That's like somebody come to you. I ain't invite you to church. Yeah, I'm coming to church Sunday.
Yeah, yeah.
I ain't invite you to church. I already know how you are, you know. Why would I want you to come to my church? But before I come, I gotta get myself right first. I gotta get myself together first. We good. See, the first man in this passage makes a very powerful and profound promise to Jesus that he would follow him wherever he went. I believe he was sincere as best he could be.
Yeah.
He wanted to follow Jesus. He wanted to be a part of what Jesus was doing. And he wanted to make a difference. All of those good intentions are good things that might motivate some people. And it might motivate some of us here this morning. You know, I really want to try to get into church on Sunday morning, but I'm tired. You know, I work all week.
Yeah, yeah.
I got to stay up late at night. You know, I got to study. I got to do homework. I got to be at work early in the morning. I got a long day tomorrow. Sunday is not only a day of rest.
Yeah, yeah.
Sunday is not only a day of rest. Of what? What you did that was so important that you have to rest on Sunday.
Yeah.
Because see, a lot of times we like to use that as a biblical verse to live our life off of, but that's the verse that God is telling us that what he did. God made the whole world in 6 days. You did that much work?
Yeah.
That you need to take a day off? You made something more important than the world, that you're so tired that you can't go and celebrate the one who made the world that you live in, the one who gave you the job that you prayed for, the one who gave you the house that you prayed for, the one who gave you the car that you prayed for, and now you can't go and celebrate and worship the one who gave you what you prayed for?
Yeah. That's it.
See, to me, that man that we describe here was willing to be involved, but he wasn't willing to commit.
Yeah, yeah.
He wanted to be on a team, but he didn't want to practice.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
He wanted the Super Bowl ring. He wanted the trophy.
Yeah.
But he didn't want to do what it took to get the trophy.
Yes, yes.
A lot of us are like that with people. We'll see people. Now I sure like to date him. I sure like to date her. You know, it's going to cost to date her. You just can't be no anybody to date that type of lady. You got to come correct.
Yeah, yeah.
You got to have your stuff together if you want to be able to correct to date that one. He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready for Jesus. In verse 58, it says, Jesus said to him, foxes have holes and birds have nests, but the Son of Man has no place to lie down and rest. The man wanted to follow Jesus, but Jesus challenged him to understand what it takes to follow me. Using the university as a background or a backdrop, can't no anybody be a Bulldog.
Yeah, yeah.
Can't no anybody be at Alabama. Can't no anybody play for Auburn. Can't no anybody play in the SEC when it comes to football.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, because that's a different level. That's a different level. You know, can't no anybody come here. Can't no anybody be a champion for Christ.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
We're a breed apart. You know, like that Merrill Lynch bull a long time ago, they used to just walk through like he owned them.
Yeah.
You know, can't no anybody be with you. Can't no anybody. You know, if you're the type of person that anybody could join, who want to be a part of that organization?
Yeah, yeah.
If you're the type of person that you don't have no hoops for people to jump through, who want to be a part of that organization? There are certain organizations that I wanted to join. And I said, I don't think I want to do what it takes to be a part of that organization.
That's it.
I ain't finna let nobody just beat me and paddle me just to get into an organization.
Yeah, yeah.
I ain't gonna let nobody just take my car keys and drive like it's theirs just to be a part of their organization. I'm supposed to love them and call them big brother.
Yeah.
There's just certain things that I don't care to do just to be a part of an organization or be a part of a person. there are some people, there are some jobs that will require you to do certain things to be a part of them. You know, if you really want to be a part of this organization, you got to do something that you weren't willing to do. I need you going to steal a car.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Are you willing to steal a car to be able to wear a certain color? If you really love me, you would do this.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is she that important that you would forsake everything else that you love? Is he that important that you would let him take you away from your family and friends?
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, there are certain people that will require certain things that you have to ask yourself, is that something I'm willing to do? After Jesus told this man, hey, I say foxes have holes, I only have a hole. Birds have a nest, I only have a nest. But you can come and follow me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Have you ever seen when you've been out walking around how there are a lot of people who stand on the corners who we know are homeless, who we know don't have jobs, who we know that's begging for food, and yet they might have a dog there with them? What would make a dog stay committed to a homeless person?
Yeah.
You know, maybe it's just me, but if I'm a dog, and if he ain't holding me on a leash all the time, I'm leaving.
Yeah.
You can't even feed yourself. What makes you think you can feed me? I totally depend on you to feed me. And you homeless. What Oprah live? I need to go and move with Oprah. You know, what say what? Let me go and stay with Ugg. I'll be Ugg's best friend. You know.
Yeah.
Why would a dog commit to a homeless person? That's basically what Jesus was telling this man here.
Yeah.
I see a homeless person, and you know, and I don't know, maybe it's just me, because the people I see with homeless people I see with dogs, you know, they're not always African American. And you know, there are certain people who love animals more than they love people. And they would come and give that person some money to take care of that animal, but that person go use that money for himself and the animal probably. But that person know they ain't gonna let this dog starve. So they gonna come and give us something. That's the reason that person have animals. How do you get an animal to follow you when you're homeless? What did you give them? Because usually animal follow people who feed them. This man wants to follow Jesus, but he understood it meant self-denial, sacrifice, service, and suffering was a part of this job. And the massive difference between being involved and being committed, it means that you can't always do what you want, because the bigger goal is the organization that you belong to or the person that you committed to over yourself. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a week, you are committed to whatever you commit to.